making a risky decision.
Yeah. And I can see how it goes higher in percent as the series goes longer. You know, best of 3, if you win game number 2, you got the momentum. Like, it's even up. You only got to win one more. But anyway, let's jump into the game right now. Dash and Terminal for game number 2.
KeSPA 한지원 vs SK텔레콤 T1 다 강영우.
Over here on the right side of the map, in the red, is Biel.
And up here at the top center in blue, it's Dark.
Simple introductions today.
Yeah.
Dark was going for a pretty similar style against Hyun, where he would just put on the aggression pretty hardcore. He wouldn't go for any like super early pools like Biel is going to do again.
Yep.
Which I feel is kind of a strange decision, especially on this map.
I think it's terrible for this map, but go on.
But Hyun was so good at defending, and what we didn't see out of Biel was good defense in that last game. He literally did the exact opposite thing, which would have been good for a defense. He was saving up everything just for one big fell swoop of mutas, and the attack hit way too fast before he was even expecting it. He didn't get the scout off.
I think he forgot that he was going mutas, but then he didn't make roaches, and he started roach speed and +1, then canceled it. Really indecisive. Now, the reason why this is really bad for this map is because your Overlord scout is going to find out about the pool so fast. You can react to it so easily. And in fact, well, he's going to go down there now, but he might wait a second, you know. This Overlord's about to see.
Well, the other thing about it is that the rush distance is so long. If you factor in the rocks, you got to go all the way down to the opening of the third base and then go all the way across the map.
Yeah.
It's a decently sized map. So
yeah, it's pretty far. It's going to be scouted right away here. Sees the Lings.
So now he's going to immediately put down that pool. He didn't commit to any gas. He only made one extra drone. It is still going to be a bit of a later pool from Dark, especially compared to the last game. But
here they come. Like you said, taking a little while to get over there. And let's see what he can get done this time. Let's see how much he commits to it as well. Getting a queen out. And there's the gas, so he's going to commit to the Banelings this time. Last time he just made a bunch of drones afterwards and transitioned very quickly. But he's really committing this time.
Yeah, he wants to kill Dark. Seems like Biel just does not want to play the long game here against Dark.
No. Ignoring the hatch, going right into the main base, hoping for greed. Well, of course, his Overlord already saw how greedy he was, so he knows. He comes in here.
There's the pull.
Yep.
Trying to get that surround on the Lings. Let's see if Biel can do a little bit better than Su did.
See, this is how you want to micro your Lings versus workers. Obviously, Lings are easier to micro in ZVZ because you're on creep, but still. It's actually just going to harass this hatchery, but I don't think that's going to be... I mean, it's annoying, but it's not going to be a game changer. The thing is, he's just forcing him to lose mining time. Like, when he's drone drilling like that, he's just losing so much mining time. Okay, he wants to surround these units at the larva, and he does. He pushes them away. And you can actually split these Lings into 2 groups. This is actually such incredible multitasking here by Biel.
Trying to get this around there.
So good.
He's controlling 2 groups of Lings at the same time.
Yeah.
It's really, really fantastic.
Finally going to be pushed back here, though. And he is droning and getting speed and not Banelings. So,
yeah, but staying on one base, and Dark does see this.
Yeah. That's another thing about this map. You just have so much vision with your Overlords. Like, nothing you do is a secret. That was actually one of the things that all the commentators were talking about Scrap Station for ZVZ, because the Overlord gets over there so fast. Nothing you do is a secret. Everything is known. Same with close spawns by air on Metalopolis and all the other maps that we had this close air distance. This isn't close by any means, but it's an air map where you can get over there pretty quick. You know where opponents spawn, so everything you do is very well known. There's going to be 2 Overlords very nearby to spot everything you're doing at all times. And that's important in a matchup like this. Big Ling attack is what's planned here, but you know, Dark knows about it. All he needs to do is set up a wall, set up spine crawlers, get his queens ready, and he should be fine.
He's got that spine crawler. He has the wall with his queens on the ramp. And And on this map, there's a little like hole above the hatchery there for Dark, and one obviously to the left of it. So he's just going to sit here on the ramp and just not mind too much or at all from that natural.
Yep, second spine going down. He's actually right now even in workers with Biel. So the bigger issue for Biel with this attack is that he doesn't have 2 hatches. That was cute to try to sneak the Lings in, but he already knows exactly what you're doing. 2 spines, I mean, should be enough. He's going to maybe commit to killing this one. He's considering it. Kills a tumor and backs up. That actually doesn't really change too much, though. He just wants to get more vision with that tumor of where the Lings are. It's obviously going to give both players a speed advantage. Ooh, good move here to try to catch the Queen.
Not going to commit to it, though. Those other Queens have a lot of transfuses, and the 2 spines would have taken out all those Lings really fast.
Yeah. I think the creep here is going to give him you know, a lot more vision of whether or not he's going for banelings or whatnot, and give him a little bit of extra time to react when Lings do come in. And he's going to come in from the other side here. In fact, a tumor coming that way wouldn't even be a bad choice at this point, considering how Biel is trying to play this aggression.
Yeah. Well, Biel now does have his base up, and he's got a lot more gas than Dark. That's the one thing he's got going for him.
And it looks like Roach Warren is what he's going to be putting that into. He's even getting an evolution chamber, so maybe +1 roaches on the table here. Meanwhile, we do see a scout attempt here by Biel as well. He's going to see those double gases in the main. He knows the transition is obviously ongoing. And it's going to be an Evo chamber and a Roach Warren for him as well. But I like the position for a Roach sort of timing attack for Biel. It's absolutely doable. And that's why he's not going Lair. Let's see if Biel, or rather if Dark is too greedy. Oh, I guess Lair a little bit later. That's a cool place to put these buildings, but unfortunately, Spinecrawler is not in range, so he's going to have to cancel that.
Yeah. And he's going to get that Lair for the speed. Just get out a bunch of roaches with +1. Looks like Dark's doing the same thing. It's just a little bit faster, at least with the Lair, but a little bit slower on the Warren. You know, not too different here. These guys are going to match up pretty equally.
Yeah, I mean,
in terms of their builds.
Dark squeezed out 4 extra drones, so he's ahead in economy that way. And he's actually going to get this Overlord, which is going to fly block Biel. Bit of a mistake.
Trying too hard for that scout.
Yeah. All right, well, working on those rocks. It's actually harassing this Roach Warren, but there's so much transfuse energy, it's never going to go down. It's not even using it. He's like, nah, you're not going to commit.
I'm surprised he doesn't move one of the spines.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Make it a little bit less annoying, but it's not going to matter after all, as you said.
Killing these rocks is going to give Biel a faster travel time to attack, should he decide to commit to a timing. But he's going to be met with the same amount of upgrades and more roaches because it's going to be on the defense.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh,
even
nice.
just going to say denying this third base isn't even going to be a good thing for him if he wants to attack. Oh, that Queen is so exposed. It's going to be transfused. I actually survived.
Transfuses for days, man. And all the roaches there are also going to help out. Biel going to take that gold base, in fact. Whereas Dark's just going to go for the regular third base.
Yeah.
I kind of like the gold base from Biel. Because especially Dark isn't taking down his own rocks. So the travel time for Dark is coming all the way south of his natural and then going all the way up and then to the right and going to that gold base.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a bad choice because that's why he killed the rocks. And I was thinking maybe it was going to be aggressive, wanted a faster, attack time, but
well, helps out with that too.
He is going to be aggressive here, but he's transitioning back at home to +2, same as Dark does. The gold base is not as good of a long-term plan as the third that Dark is taking because it's safer, it has more minerals overall, so yeah, he gets the minerals faster, but he's going to have more overall, and eventually Biel will have to take a fourth base.
Sneaky Lings, they scout the third base. And if that wall wasn't there, he could have even gone into the main and just seen the entire base.
I'm really curious what Biel's going to do next, because he might actually do a big attack with the, you're never going to want to attack at that location, but he might do an attack with the extra gold minerals that he's going to get here. He doesn't have them yet, but sending the drones over now. And it would be a strong attack with the extra roaches, with the extra money, because that gold-based economy is going to give him like really huge boost to his income, to the ability to make roaches. very briefly at the start. And in that window of time, you might be able to max out faster and hit a really strong attack, perhaps even with +2. But again, you're never going to want to attack it at that choke point where the rocks are. Your opponent's going to have a concave on the other side, and you're going to get wiped.
The more I think about this map, it just seems like it creates very, very passive ZVZs if you hit mid-game. Just because the defensive advantage is like so easy to hold. There's only that one choke that's, you know, where Dark had his spine crawlers earlier. There's also that tiny one with the rocks.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And you can set up like the perfect concave there. There's no way anyone's ever going to be able to attack into that.
Yeah. Burrow on the way here faster for Biel as well. Still making drones.
Contaminate.
That's pretty handy. It's going to happen to both players at the exact same time, funny as it is. So the +2 upgrade for both of them is really similar in timing right now. And Biel is positioned to attack. He doesn't have a roach lead or anything like that, so obviously he's lagging behind in that. Dark is going to have the armor first, which isn't as important as attack, but when you're both in the same upgrades, obviously the armor does help. Not significantly, but it's something. This gold base has been up for a really long time. It puts him about 200 mils per minute ahead in income. Just checking it. At this point, I mean, it's so hard to attack, like you said. This game could end up going to really strange places, actually.
This is what's good and sometimes bad about new maps. You get to positions like this, you're like, well, I'm not going to attack you. Are you going to attack me? No. Well...
he's going to come out here, actually sees these roaches out of position with his overlords. But once he chases them across the map, then Biel's going to get in defensive position. We're going to have the same situation, most likely, right?
The +2 from Biel is contaminated right now, as
both
is the
are.
+2 of Dark.
Okay, they're actually just going to fight here. And a better concave, actually, for Biel, but more roaches in this location for Dark. And Dark actually wasting a lot of DPS, moving way too many roaches with the stutter step. But he has a better concave. He has actually an upgrade disadvantage right now, but he still pushes these back.
Yeah, Biel has to go back and wait for some more of his roaches, get a better position here. You know, draw him into the chokes.
Look at the huge amount of, this huge swell of roaches coming out for Dark as well in production. He's got way more on them on the way.
Yeah.
Maybe hitting his injects better, a larger bank, I'm not sure which, because I wasn't looking too closely at that section of the screen right before that happened, but he's got a much better production of them. I almost feel
maybe
like,
a bit of both.
do you feel like this game might end up, like, if this game keeps being stalemated like this because of the positions, we might even see like a transition to investors? Oh, for your answer, let's commentate this fight.
Yep, fights on both sides. It looks like the concave is better here for Biel, but Dark just has more stuff.
Yeah, Dark has more roaches. He doesn't have the better position. And he's also down with the armor upgrade. He doesn't have that yet. Or actually, no, he's the one who has that. Biel is the one who does not have that.
That's also playing a big factor here. Biel wins the small fight, but he loses the big one.
Yeah. More roaches coming into the good position, but I think it's just going to be too much. He's going to eventually start getting way too overwhelmed here.
Yeah, it's looking like it. That +1 armor actually helping out a ton. Not that many queens getting into the fight here either. Biel only on one queen right now.
GG. Dark takes a second victory, taking a 2-0 lead. The opposite of what happened when he faced Hyun recently. I really feel people just don't take Hyun as seriously as they should, though.
Yeah, that's definitely part of what went into that series. But yeah, Dark looking good today, at least. Gets that 2-0 lead. Biel, on the other hand, I don't know. He looks like disheveled almost.
Yeah, look at his hair. He's really mad.
Yeah, he's just not happy today.
I can't imagine.
I've never really even seen Biel that mad.
I think it's because he's had a rough time recently, right? His team had a tough time in the Pro League playoffs. Barely made it in, then got crushed. You know, he lost the finals recently. He's just trying to prove his relevancy. And many people are saying he's the best Zerg. I think he's the best Zerg in the world right now. But he's having some issues, maybe emotional issues, personal issues that are holding him back.
Yeah, something's going on. You know, definitely not playing like the normal Biel we'd see. Going for two very early pools, especially on that second map, it just didn't seem like it's too good. I mean, on Moonlight Madness,